Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So today I'm going to be using the yapms.com map, and we are going to be doing the 2020 presidential election extreme trends edition. Now this isn't something that I exactly expect to happen, but what would just happen if all the trends that were happening over the course of the past few presidential elections were to continue in massive swing in 2020. So we're going to start on the West Coast and go East Coast. I'm not going to fill in the leans. I'm just going to fill in the states and see how that would happen. The first flip I would flip would be Arizona. I think Arizona would be more than certain to flip blue in this case. It had a 4% swing in 2016. I think that in 2020, it could have more than a 4% swing in the Extreme Trends edition. Same thing with Texas and Georgia. Now, Florida, the Panhandle, has been trending more so than the rest of the state, so it's going to stay in the Trump column. I'm not going to change North Carolina because Trump did improve on his trends over Romney, who improved over McCain. So it's possible that this state is going back to being a lean R state for the time being. But I think that Trump would win Minnesota in this case. More than certain. I think he'd win Maine at large. I think Maine at large swung by more than 10 points over the course of the past 4 years, if 2012 to 2016. New Hampshire would be another state that would continue the trend for Donald Trump. So right now we have it at 257 to 281. So the next question is, these are the main states that I think could flip. I don't think Texas will flip. I don't think Georgia will flip. I think Arizona's got a shot to flip, especially if Democrats do have a good year in 2020. You got to look at states like Rhode Island. Rhode Island had a 14% swing Republican in 2016. It's not being talked about as much, but it's very possible that in a extreme swings year, Rhode Island could swing, as well as Connecticut because of their terrible governor there, as well as Maine's 1st district that would tie Trump with the Democrat. It's very possible that the Democrats in this case could swing back Nebraska's 2nd district, and then Trump could very well take a state like, for example, Oregon. If Oregon continues in the rural areas to really come out for Trump in 2020, if the rural trends pursue, it's very possible. Then Trump could win 275 to 263 in this case. That's basically the way it would work as well. We also could change this map back to normal for a second. For the opposite potential thing that could happen is that the trends of 2016 actually reverse back to 2012. We could see how that could work out in an electoral map in a realistic sense, by the way, not in an unrealistic. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. So obviously, in this case, we got to go back to normal here. There we go. 306 to 232, the 2016 result. Now imagine the Rust Belt flips back. I'm going to leave Ohio red simply for the fact I think that it's going to be red, as well as Iowa in this case. What if Republicans did something like Trump won Nevada in Colorado while losing the Rust Belt, and he wins back Virginia? And maybe he does end up winning back New Mexico or something. I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, I want to go on record saying this is probably just as well, it actually is more likely, but the fact he would lose the Rust Belt in this scenario just based off of his appeal and the candidate he is asinine. But this would be a 2004 map basically in 2020. If the trends happened to reverse and went back to 2012 levels, because this is what you would see. You'd see a candidate that would do very well in the suburbs in places like suburban Denver. Maybe they do better in Las Vegas. Maybe Trump does better with Hispanic voters. But then again, we should leave New Mexico off of it because Trump did improve over Bush. I mean, not Bush. He did improve over Romney with Hispanic voters. He was roughly in line with what McCain got in 2008. So it's a very unusual perspective to look at. But that's how the map would look if the trends were reversed in the opposite directions. What do I think about 2020? You can look at my past videos, but really I don't think that will exactly happen either way. I think that Minnesota and Arizona could potentially both flip in 2020. It's very possible. I think that Wisconsin will stay red personally. I think Florida and North Carolina will stay red. And I think that Texas and Georgia will get a little bit closer because I don't think Trump is the best Republican to win those states in the South. But I definitely do think that he will win the states just by narrower margins than expected. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to get me to 4,000. I'll be doing my Alex Jones versus AOC video at 4,000 subscribers. That's going to be the 4K special, so you don't want to miss that. And hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another video. Follow me on social media and donate to my Patreon. Links are in description. Thanks again for watching, guys. Red Eagle, out.